Welcome back. I think you can see how happy we are. Why? Because this morning we are joined by two of our favorites, Stephen Kitshoff, a Springbok legend, and Stormer's right here alongside his beautiful wife, Aimee Kitshoff, who we absolutely love on the show. They are a dynamic couple. She's a dynamic project manager with a passion for travel and boxing, as Ryle will find out a little bit later. We're really going to try and get this on, man. I think we can do it. They're here with us to share their journey of love, resilience, and rugby excellence, because they kind of come as a package deal. So good to have you guys back. I know you would lie to me if I asked you how you are, so I'm going to ask you, how is he doing right now?
Well. He's doing very well. He's just come back from London to go support the boys. Obviously, he's struggling with an injury, but all positive and happy after a nice big win this weekend.
And we feel the vibes. How's Aimee doing, my friend? It's been a crazy year.
Yeah, I think she's well. I think it's been stressful, especially with the injury and stuff, but I mean, she's managing very well. She's been a big help and influence in launching Bomb Squad, so she's been absolute legend in that. But yeah, she's been a superstar.
How do you get through times like this? Because is he difficult? Is he a bad patient? Is he a good patient?
This time around, he's actually a really good patient, I must say. I think he's had a tough year with a little bit of struggling with injuries, but when he was younger, I think it ate at him more. But he's really positive this time around, so I must say, not a bad patient this time
I like
around.
how her eyes narrowed when she said when he was younger.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Proper handful.
Proper.
You seem to be taking this in your pace. So a year like this, when you only really want to be there, how do you put that in the right place in your mind? How do you get that right?
Yeah, it's...
Is it possible?
No, it is. I think because, like, it's been a full year of injury for me, basically, at this point. Yeah, I was just trying to get through the first one and then started playing again, and then 3 games in, got injured again. So we're very fortunate to have a couple of side projects that keeps my mind busy, which helps a lot towards the end. But yeah, it's just making sure you keep busy, you don't dwell on the past, and you don't dwell on that, like missing out on the rugby. Like, I just started throwing myself into the next project, and I mean, that's what's been amazing about this last couple of months, especially like launching the beer in the UK and growing in South Africa as a company. It just kept my mind busy, so I didn't start thinking, geez, I wish I was at the box the whole time. I was just like, okay, cool, now I can just take every day on by itself.
Well, you've got all this passion and purpose and this love for the people around you. It's got to go somewhere. You've got to pour it into something, and now it really is a global village. I love the fact that it feels like we've kind of earned our seats at the head of the table now, which is great, and I don't want to be too arrogant and but it feels like we've all found another gear here. Do you guys feel that at the level that you're at, that there's been a shift? Because we always kind of idolize and we love what you guys represent, but it feels like the country's in a different space right now. Do you feel that positivity?
100%, 100%. I definitely feel that. We've spent a little bit of time off overseas now in the beginning of the year, and coming back to this vibe, especially like ending it off high, obviously with the World Cup at the end of last year, was absolutely incredible. And then going away and coming back and just still feeling that amazing positivity is phenomenal.
I don't even want to talk about this, the notion of a transition, because clearly it's happening, and we want to embrace that because you've got a lot to offer in the next phase of your journey. Is that something that is going to be clear to you, do you think? Is your body going to tell you, okay, now is the time, or the allure of what you're doing? Because you've kicked off some amazing projects now. You've got so much going on around you guys. Do you think you're going to get to a point where you're going to be like, okay, I need to do this, or can we wait another 5-6 years?
Yeah, hopefully I can wait another 5-6 years before
Please, please.
But yeah, it all basically comes down to what the specialist says over the next couple of months. But yeah, in saying that, I'm prepared to carry on playing rugby or go the other route. So for me, it's just making sure I'm in the right frame of mind, and
sure.
yeah, and that we're on the same page when it comes to that decision. So yeah, just need to get through the operation, get through the recovery phase, and then we'll take it from there, take it day by day.
You've gotten used to multitasking because as much as you've had to manage this brand and obviously play a very supportive role, you've got a lot going on in your world as well. How do you split those focuses? Are you someone who can juggle easily? Well, I suppose you're a project manager by nature, so you should be. But how do you finding that balance?
I've had, yeah, this one is all over the place and wants to do a million things in one. So I've had to learn quickly how to balance it all. And luckily now, like 14, 13 years later, it comes naturally now, so it's okay.
It hasn't come just overnight, and I'm glad that you've said 14, 15 years. I think it took my wife and I about 12 years, and then we could get married, and we were like, okay, yeah, we can do this now. What does that look like? How do you guys work with each other through these things? Obviously, it has to start at some point with communication so you can understand, but what is this little secret recipe that's going on here between you guys?
Yeah, I won't say it's a secret recipe. I think it's what we're both quite ambitious and very vocal for what we want out of life. So I think it's about respecting each other's wishes and dreams. So Aimee's have been absolutely amazing when it came to my rugby career, in the way she've almost put her stuff on the back burner so I can go out, play, take the best contract possible, and she just kept following me. And now it almost feels like vice versa. Now it's towards the back end of my career where I'm going to be based at home. Like I can start focusing on her dreams and passions. So I think it was like a bit of give and take for us, and yeah, and just respecting each other's dreams and wishes. So that was a big thing.
I absolutely love it, because things have a season, and you'll go through a period where you're the it person in your couple, where it's your opportunity now to shine, but you know that there is a bigger picture and a bigger arc. Does it feel like that you've been focusing on him and now he's focusing on you, or have you been focusing on the two of you as that unit?
I do think, I believe that his dreams and things built this entire platform for us, what you're building everything on. So I could see the bigger picture from the start, even if it was me supporting him. But it made for an amazing platform for us to build on now if we are starting to transition at some point. So it's a common dream for both of us, even though he thinks it's just his dreams made all mine come true. So it's, yeah, it's that find that mutual ground and that mutual vision and bigger picture together.
I've got 3 books out of this conversation already. So when are we going to see some volumes coming out here? Do I need to call it a project? It's a new little project that we can bend down. I'm almost resistant to talk about too much because there is so much going on in the rugby space right now, and I know that there is still a fire burning there, and especially with the opportunities around the team at the moment. So I'm not going to even talk about those other possibilities just yet, but you guys can ask those questions, naughty questions, spicy questions, especially if you're an up-and-comer and you want to know what it takes to build this kind of dream and then go after it. Hit us up on the socials. They will answer anything. They've agreed to answer any questions you ask, unless you're an ex, but any questions.